Hi everyone, it's Marieta, founder of ImmigrationBiz. Today I want to talk about how to go from idea to a business. This is going to be day 1 of free training this week. So we are starting today, and every day there's going to be a live video, a live training where you can actually ask your questions. And on Friday we are going to conclude with a free webinar that is going to basically follow after this live stream. So if you are someone who wants to start a business in the US, if you're someone who has idea but you have no idea how to go from idea to actual business, this video series this week is for you. Okay, now if you are watching me on YouTube, there is going to be a link below. Okay, there is going to be a link below the video if you are watching me on YouTube, and you can sign up for the webinar, free webinar that is going to be on Friday. Now again, this is going to be a list series of different live trainings every day this week. So today we are starting, this is day 1. Today I want to talk about E2 versus L visa. So there are people who don't understand the difference, especially it's going to apply to people who are not from a treaty country, E2 treaty country. So stay tuned, especially if you are from India, Nepal, or countries that are not necessarily treaty countries and you do want to start your business in the United States. So if you have any question, comments, you can leave them and I'm going to answer all your question, comments. Timur, hi there. Yes, I am attorney. Are you an attorney? Yes, I am attorney, and I am attorney in United States. In fact, I have a law degree from Northwestern University. You can double check that university. And also I have a law degree from Europe, where I'm originally from. So yes, to answer your questions, I am attorney. Otherwise, if I'm preaching what I'm preaching, that will be kind of not necessarily practice of law, and there are some people who are not licensed attorneys in the United States and they are still preaching this information, or they are trying to practice law, and that is kind of illegal. So keep that in mind, just information out there for people. No, I don't actually teach how you can get a sponsor. If you are looking for a sponsor, Timer, this is not necessarily training for you, because I'm focusing on sort of helping entrepreneurs to start a business, go from idea to actual business. If you are looking for sponsor, meaning you're looking for employer, in fact, on my webinar on Friday, I will explain why I believe it's not a good idea. Again, I will talk about how you can create a business on your own. You are in control and you don't necessarily need a sponsor. Because the fact that you are looking for a sponsor already shows me that you are not necessarily an entrepreneur business owner. So to answer your question, you don't need a sponsor if you want to start your own business, your own company. To answer your question, if you need a sponsor, not necessarily. Sure, you're welcome. So yeah, today I do want to talk about difference between E2 and L. And as you know, if you want to start a business and if you want to practice, actually, if you want to do this business in the United States, you need a visa, okay? And there are different visa types. The most frequent visa I talk about is E2. In order to apply for E2, you have to be from a treaty country. If you're not from a treaty country, then the plan B is L visa. There are many countries that are not qualified because, unfortunately, your country doesn't have a treaty between United States. And so in that case, you would go with L visa. However, for the L visa, you need to do a couple of things that I will disclose in my webinar. And Timer, you are asking me, what's the procedure? Look, if I have to tell you every single procedure right now, I would be here 10 hours straight up. Okay, that's why I do weekly live streams. I've done bunch of live streams last week, a bunch of live streams week before. So you have to go back and check my page, scroll down and check out those live streams. Every single video is about something else, and I talk about the procedure. On Friday, I will talk about the procedure, how to go from idea to a business. And also you can get your name on the list because I'm going to launch the American Dream Accelerator program very soon. And in that accelerator program, you will learn how you can make it happen. Okay. So you will learn how to make it happen. Again, these questions that you're asking me right now, I already covered in my previous live streams. So again, go back, to those live streams, you can find them at my page, Facebook page, or you can go back to my YouTube channel and watch those videos. There are a bunch of videos, especially from last week, where I was talking about how much do you need, what's the procedure, and today I'm going to start talking about the difference between E2 and L visa. So again, I really encourage you to, first of all, get your name on the list. There is a wait list. The link is above. It's called The American Dream Accelerator. And second of all, there is a training, live training, webinar training, 90-minute long on Friday, where I will discuss all you need and how you go from idea to a business. Now, there are many people who email me, I need your help, I need this, I need that. Guys, that's why I do these free live streams, to help you out. But if you don't even watch these free live streams, then it's very hard for me to help you out, right? And also, it's almost impossible to explain everything in one live stream. And that's why we are going to have a series of live streams. Today, I'm talking about difference between E2 and L. Tomorrow, I will talk about how you can actually get E2 visa for your spouse. Because if you are a business owner who is investing substantial amount of capital into your business in the United States, that obviously you need to incorporate. Before you even incorporate, you have to validate the business idea. Obviously, if you want to bring your spouse to the United States, you can certainly do that, and your spouse will be able to work in the United States, and your spouse will get a work permit. So tomorrow I will talk about how that is done, okay? So let's continue. If you need any information, it's ImmigrationBiz.com. Also, there is a link, like I said, which is about this video, where you can register and you will be notified when we launch the program. I don't do any one-on-one consultations, especially these days when I'm launching this program, because I'm focusing on launching this program. I don't do one-on-one consultations anymore. So if you want my help, you have to enroll into that program. Otherwise, it's impossible to get any other help from me these days, especially the next 2 months. I am focusing my energy on the accelerator so I can help people. I'm going to take 30 people. I'm going to help them out to go from idea to actual business for a very reasonable price. So if you want me to help you, you have to enroll to that accelerator. In fact, right now there is a wait list. You have to put your name and register. Otherwise, you will not be notified. If you will register and you put your name on the wait list, the link is above or below this video. And then later you unsubscribe, you will never be notified. So keep that in mind, because I'm not here to chase anybody. If you want to be part of this, cool. If not, cool. So let's continue. What's the main difference between L1 and E2? So the main difference is the treaty country, okay? If you are not from a treaty country, that means that, for example, you are from India, maybe you're from China, maybe you are from Nepal. These are examples of non-treaty countries. I'm usually serving people from treaty countries. So those are actually people who actually they have a treaty between their country and the United States. Now, let's focus on people who don't have treaty country, like India, Nepal, for example, or China. These people, they cannot apply for E2 visa. Now, what can you do in that case? You can apply for L visa. So, for L visa, there is a difference between E2 and L, and this difference means that you have to have operating business in your home country. So you as a business owner or the manager executive of already existing business need to show that you have existing operating business in your home country, is incorporated there, right? You are running this business, and you are running this business at least 1 year in preceding 3 years. So only when you show that, then you can open up affiliated office in the United States, and you will open up affiliated office that basically needs you to run the company, to manage the business, and therefore it's called intracompany transferee or the manager executive, and it's in fact L1A. If you want to transfer your employees from your country, you can transfer them under L1B category, okay? That is the difference between E2 and L. Because with E2, you don't necessarily need to be managing business. You don't need to manage a business. Your business doesn't necessarily need to exist yet. Especially, you don't need to show that it exists in your home country, okay? And so that is the main difference. But if you want to get a visa and run a business and you are not from a treaty country, then you have to go with L1A, otherwise there is no option for you. So that's the main difference. The second main difference is that with E2 you have to show substantial amount of capital that you have invested, or you are in the process of investing substantial amount of capital. So what is substantial? It's very relative. It depends on the business model, okay? Some people need to show they have invested $100,000 or $200,000. There are people who need to show they have invested $50,000 or $30,000. That really depends on particular business model, because each business is different. That means different requirement. There is no set minimum. It's not like in case of EB5. Last week I was talking about EB5, where I was talking about what's the difference between E2 and EB5. So if you don't know the difference, go back to those videos and watch those videos again. You can find it at youtube.com/ImmigrationBiz, or scroll down on this page, Facebook page, and you will find those videos. And get familiar with the difference, because people don't understand the difference between E2 and EB5. They think they need to hire 10 people, full-time people, to be able to apply for E2. Or people think you need to invest $500,000 or $1 million if you want to get E2. That's not necessarily true. In fact, I just launched a video trailer, you can see that, where I talk about the difference between EB5 and E2 and how you can go from idea to a business if you just invest, let's say, $100K. So it really depends, okay? Substantial amount of capital, it depends. It doesn't mean it's 100K, okay? Don't take it literally. I keep saying that, people still think it's 100K. Not necessarily. Typically, I work with people who invest 100K or more, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to invest 100K. In fact, in my accelerator, I will talk about how to obtain the money. If you don't have any money, if you don't have any funds, what can you do? How you can start small, even if you don't have any funds. The link to accelerator is above or below. This is a training that I'm launching in a couple of weeks. Okay, so let's take a look at your questions, guys. Tomorrow around the same time, I'm going to be doing another live stream, and I will talk about E2 and E2 for your spouse and the work permit, okay? So if you are serious about this, if you want to learn more how you can bring your family members, tomorrow it's about spouse. And we're also going to cover like how you can get a work permit, because E2 dependent visa, it's different than a work permit for your spouse. In fact, if you get your E2 or L, you can only work for yourself. You cannot necessarily work for anybody else. Your spouse, on the other hand, can work for somebody else. In fact, anywhere within the United States. Doesn't mean it can work around the world. It can mean it can just work within the United States. So what are your questions? Yes, I have a WhatsApp. I don't give away my WhatsApp. It's a company policy. If you need any help from me, the links are above this video or below. I don't give away my WhatsApp. I want a visa for United States. Can you help me? I don't know, maybe. I don't know your situation. I focus on entrepreneur visa. So maybe. I don't know if you meet the requirements. Morocco is, by the way, E2 visa country. Do you charge for these sessions? Do I look like I'm charging you right now, Taimur? If you are watching me live, do I look like I'm taking money from your pocket? Obviously, these are free sessions. If you want to work one-on-one with me, of course, I charge. Also, if you want to enroll to the accelerator is not going to be free. You are getting a lot of information from me, and I'm going to guide you. I'll be guiding you personally what you need to do if you want to get a visa in that accelerator. Within the accelerator program, you are going to have access to 8 live classes. You're also going to have access to a lot of material that how you can actually get your visa and how you go from the idea to a business. So if you want to learn more about the accelerator, you have to register. The link is above or below. ImmigrationBiz.com/accelerator. And also there is a live training 90 minutes long on Friday that I'm hosting. So again, you can register. It's a free training. The link is above or below. Yeah, like I was telling you a time, or how much money you need to invest, that depends. It has to be substantial amount of capital. With L visa, again, it depends. I need to see the business model to be able to determine how much you should be able to invest. What's the minimum, what's the maximum, I don't know. I also need to know the future projections. So one of the requirements for E2 is that the business must not be marginal. So you have to generate more than minimum living expenses. And like I said, guys, you can always go back and you can always search more information on my YouTube channel, because there are a bunch of videos that I've done, and it's definitely going to help you out. Okay. I'm looking at some of your questions, but you keep asking about my WhatsApp number. Again, I'm not giving away my WhatsApp number. I already told you the links are above or below if you do want to work with me. Appreciate your likes, guys. Appreciate your hearts. So your uncle and your friends are already doing business. That's fine, but none of those people can sponsor you as far as I know. If you want to, I don't know, maybe you can check out the accelerator that might help you out, because if you want to get the E2 visa, you have to invest your money. Otherwise, you will not necessarily be eligible for E2 investor visa or all. You can ask them to sponsor you if you want to, but when it comes to sponsoring, like let's say, you know, you have like someone in the United States, like your uncle is there, like a PR or citizen. He has either green card or citizenship. If they want to sponsor you, they will probably need to put you on H-1B visa. And again, I've done videos on this topic. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch those videos, why H-1B visa sucks and why I don't recommend H-1B visa. Long story short, just because you find someone who will sponsor you doesn't mean you get a visa. There's so many people applying each year for this visa type, so it doesn't necessarily mean you will be selected. There is a lottery every year. It's a random selection of the applicants, so you have no guarantee you will actually get a visa, even if you find a sponsor. Simply put, that's the answer to your question. And like I said, I don't necessarily do the H-1B visas, and I focus on entrepreneur visa. That's my niche. I help entrepreneurs. So if you are looking for a sponsor, I recommend to discuss with different immigration lawyer. I personally don't think H-1B is good, and I focus on entrepreneur visa types. Yeah, I mean, if you need additional help, you should enroll to Accelerator. That's all I can tell you. And before you do that, make sure to check out the free webinar training on Friday. You can learn more that you need to know about the path, the entrepreneur visa path, how you go from idea to a business. That was something I would recommend to you, Timur. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. And if you are watching me later, still leave a comment below. I will check back and reply to your comments as soon as I can. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will talk about dependent visa, especially the work permit for your spouse. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.